Okay, so I messed around big time on the other side of the truck to get the engine mount on that side in. So as you can see, we have the driver's side engine mount in. So instead of doing the bolt closest to the front of the truck, we can't get that one in without notching this portion of the frame out to tighten the backside. So we've got one in the middle position on the bottom and one in the very back position, and then obviously the one on the top. And I will show you guys now on the passenger side how to get to those bolts. So obviously, first things first is we're going to start with the first thing that you're gonna need to do, that I unfortunately had to do because I didn't feel like notching my frame. If you're gonna notch your frame, you don't have to do this. So this is the new motor mount here. So this is the bottom side and this is the top. So on the bottom side, I just drilled out this hole a little bit more to fit some new 17s that I'm gonna be putting in. So we're gonna zoom in right here. I just kind of like threw the bolts through all the holes first. So obviously we're gonna come up in here, find our holes, and kind of just slot everything in like that to get it all kind of held into place. So, and then if you're gonna run washers, obviously run washers, which I'm actually gonna do. So I'm just using like regular, like I think these are M8s or M10s. I can't remember what size these bolts are, but I'm using just regular washers for that. So with all those in, now we kind of don't really have to worry about the front side at this point until we're gonna tighten stuff down. So we're gonna come over here and we're going to start with the bottom two, which are going to have to go up through this little hole in the control arm here. I have this little hack, this light that I have, that I just kind of like slide it up in the bottom there so I can see. It is a little bit of a fan dangling to get everything in, but I've done this on one side already, so doing it on a second side shouldn't be too hard, and hopefully you can see past my big head right now kind of what I'm doing, but you just kind of want to feel it from the top and the bottom, get the nut started, or the bolt started on the nut, which sometimes can be a little bit difficult. And there we go. There's one nut is on. I'm gonna go ahead and fire on the impact so we can, okay, so impact on top. I'm just gonna leave that chilling. If it won't fall off, that would be great. Since the second bottom side is relatively easy to get through this same hole up in here, we're gonna do the top side, which we have to go through the, through the spring access point. Like kinda, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to do this so you guys can see and so that I'm not in the way, but up through here. So up in through here, you won't be able to see it, I don't think, unless I can get the light in there at a good angle, but there is a bolt somewhere. Somewhere up in here there is a bolt. You're not gonna be able to see it, and I'm not gonna be able to get it so that you guys can see it, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it because it is in there. We zoom in, right up in there, that little like bit that you can barely see that's like center frame right now, that is the back side of the bolt. And that's where we're getting a nut in, so a lot of fandangling. And that guy is now in, and my hands are dirty as fuck. All right, so we got both motor mounts in the Sonoma now, so let's put a frickin' V8 in a mini truck, boys. So there are the mounts. We got both of them in. Both of them look pretty solid. So we're gonna go ahead and put the LS in, which is mint. We've already got the brackets on the engine itself. So, and then the headers, and we got the GM muscle car pan, which is the Hummer pan. And that's it. It's a bare block as far as accessories go. We've got our water pump and everything kind of just chilling there for now. Alternator and everything to go on, but we're just gonna get the block in there today, and then I think that will be the end of the video for now. But let's get that motor all chained up and ready to go. Go. Oh. This is insane. I can't believe we're fucking doing this. This is fucked. What the heck? We're clearing the cross member now. We are caught on something. Well, we need some persuasion stick to get her in because these headers are hitting a little bit on this side, on the firewall. Well, Operation Brute Force it in, I think, is a go. This is getting ridiculous. Ow, we're in, let's go. Let's fucking go. Ow, fuck, I hurt my hand. Fuck, we're in, let's go. Ah, woo, yeah. All right. Which in turn means I think these headers aren't gonna fit. Because I don't know how.
So as you guys know, sometimes builds always just kind of don't go the direction that we hope they do, especially when it comes to ordering cheap parts off of online. And that stays the same so far for the Sonoma build because I don't know if I told you guys about the headers that I bought yet. I don't think so. So we had the engine in the truck originally with these headers right here. So these are just some random eBay headers that I bought that unfortunately are symmetrical. So they're the same on the driver's side as they are on the passenger side, and the driver's side is supposed to look a little different. So the motor at this stage in the build should have been in the truck, but I did have to go ahead and order a second set of headers because they did not fit in the end. So the motor is back out of the truck right now, and that's why we have this header sitting here. But I did order a different set, so I am being as price conscious or cautious, whatever. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. With this build, trying to do things like as cheap as possible, and when you build things as cheap as possible, you run into issues. That being that the headers didn't fit. I did order S10 V8 5.3 Vortex swap headers, which is what these are, but they're actually supposed to look like this. So for those of you that kind of already know what you're looking at, or those of you that have done this swap or looked into this swap, you know that I can't remember if I showed it in the video, but the steering shaft on the Sonoma or the S10 or whatever is extremely close to the exhaust headers, so a certain design needs to be made in order to be able to clear the steering shaft. So the driver's side header sticks out fairly far and contacts the steering shaft right here, and that's why that's all scratched up. So we have a new design, which is an actual LS swap header, which is a lot smaller and a lot more flush because it's specifically designed to clear the steering shaft of the S10. Where with these ones, these are just like truck headers, and you see how much cylinder 3 sticks out, or the third cylinder, compared to the actual swap header. So minor setback. We're a little bit behind schedule on getting this swap done now. So I just wanted to kind of fill you guys in because, like I showed, if you watch any of my like Volkswagen content or any of my other builds, I'm pretty transparent about when stuff goes wrong because I know a lot of YouTubers aren't. And for other people, it is a highlight reel, but you know what? The reality of building cars, especially like fairly custom stuff like this, is that sometimes stuff does go wrong. Sometimes stuff does not fit, and we have to go back to the drawing board with stuff. So I just want to let you guys know, obviously I'm going to get this video out because having this setback kind of put everything a little bit behind schedule, and I didn't want to just leave you guys hanging on a video. So, and I also have been, if you can tell by my voice and you watch my other videos, I'm a little bit stuffed up right now. I don't have COVID, So that's good. We did 2 tests actually this weekend, and we don't have COVID, so I think we just kind of got some like sinus stuff going on. But anyways, guys, we will have the motor in the truck for the next video, and then hopefully we will have the transmission hooked up as well, and we will get everything plumbed in pretty fast. I'm hoping maybe like 2 or 3 more videos to like an actual startup of the motor, and then it's got to go away for some drivetrain stuff. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching the build. If you're new to the channel and you want to see this thing completed and drifting at the track and everything this spring and this summer and this fall, don't forget to subscribe, share this video with your friends. I'm super stoked to be doing this build. If you have transmission suggestions, I'm thinking of doing an NV3500 just to start. So that's with the 4.8 clutch on like the 4.8 flywheel with the 4.8 clutch on the 5.3. And all those goodies just to an NV3500 on stock power should be okay. But I know people are gonna suggest like TR660s, I think, or like the Tremtech transmissions, that kind of thing. But let me know what you guys think I should be using for a transmission and whatnot. But anyways, guys, before I actually end the video, for those of you that watch Volkswagen content, we will be having a video coming out soon, as we are going to be putting upgraded injectors in the TDI. So if you stuck around to the end and you were waiting for that Volkswagen stuff, it is coming. But anyways, guys, now peace out. I will see you in the next video.